Okay, I am back. It is Thursday, September 11th, 2014. This is the one trade a day strategy that I'm using. And we have an interesting setup today. First of all, the Euro Code 2 was good for virtually nothing. It was just pretty much dead. The USA Code 2 has been good for 200 ticks today. 200 ticks straight up. It's been a while since that's happened. Quite a while. So I would say we probably just reached the bottom there on the daily. There's a good chance we're going to head up now. Now what I'm wondering, what we're going to get here, a long or a short entry into code 2. If it's a long entry on back to back from the previous long entry of 200 ticks, and this is another long entry, definitely need to go for more than 20 ticks, no doubt about that. You need to jump on the bandwagon, go for at least 50 ticks, if not 100 ticks on this trade. Here's the high. This is the high right here on the 10 minute. This is the high on the 10 minute. This is the 1 minute chart. You're zoomed in, but this is on the 10 minute. Right here is the high. So if it gives a long entry here, right into code 2, right at the high, guess what? That thing's going to break and go. This could go 100 ticks up, no problem. Because see, the Euro code 2 did nothing. The only code that did something was the last one for 200 ticks straight up. This could be a continuation of the move. In fact, I'm going to adjust the exits here because I can see it coming already. I'm going to go for 50 ticks. I can get it. Alright. It's coming. I can see it. It already gave a long entry. I can just tell, but I'm going to wait for the confirmation. It's going to break before it even gets there. This thing's going to go. That's what it looks like. But I'm going to wait for the code to give me that confirmation. And if it gives a code entry to go long, it's right next to the break. It's just gonna go. It's gonna go straight up. It's already gone 200 ticks up. This would be a second back-to-back code entry to go long. It would probably move 100 ticks off of this move. I think that the math on that is fairly high, relatively speaking, with respect to this particular code. I'd say it's about 60%, but that's pretty high relative to this code. The other codes are higher on 100 ticks, because this one doesn't make 100 ticks very often anymore. I'm going to go just for half of that to increase the math. But this is a big trade right here. I can see it coming. The mathematics on it, that it's going to happen, is very high. I'd say about 70%. Just waiting for mathematical confirmation. I'll let you watch it so that those of you who are playing this with me every day, who know the code 2, you can see how I'm playing it. Now, remember something now. On the daily chart, if you were to look at it, you'd see that the code 2 was good for 200 ticks today. And that is an indicator at the bottom of the daily chart that is the bottom right there. That's a very strong indicator. So, I mean, if you wanted to buy here and hold for, a big move up, you could do it. This would be the spot to go for it. Right here. Well, actually not right here. It would have been, on the code 2 earlier for 200 ticks. But I mean, if you would have gotten into it and you'd be up 200 ticks here, you definitely just want to hold it here. You don't want to get rid of it. You want to just hold it. There's certain spots to go for it on. This is it. You want to go for it and hold it. Matter of fact, you could hold this one. In other words, you could take this code 2 entry that I'm going to take for 50 ticks and just hold it, because you have a relatively high mathematical chance this thing's going to keep on going. Keep on going. Back up 95, 96, 97, 98, 100, 101, 102, all the way back up to double top at 104, and maybe even break on the ISIS news or whatever. Still waiting for mathematical confirmation of the code to know which way it's going to go. And I can sit here and tell you what I think all day long, whether it's going to go up or whether it's going to go down, but it doesn't matter. It just matters what the code says. That's why I'm waiting. But I can just tell you from experience, it's going to go. The mathematics are increasing as it's going up here. Take a look at something. So yeah, even if you missed the first one, you could take this next code, because what it's doing is it's giving back-to-back code 2 entries to go long off of a bottom of a daily chart. It's time to go long and stay long. I mean, seriously. This is it. It's been a long time since I've seen a 200 tick move off the bottom of a 200 tick move up. It's because we've been in a downtrend for a long time. Okay, here we go. It's gonna go. I'm in. Okay, I got a 50 tick exit on this. I'll go verify it. 96. Yep, at 46. Okay. Okay, it's gonna go. It's gonna break and it's gonna go. And, it depends how much it moves up. If it really moves up, like if it just jolts up and just jumps up 20 ticks right here or something like that, 30 ticks or something like that, I'll go ahead and pull it. I'll pull the exit and go for 100 ticks, because it'll make it if it does something like that. Now it's going to fake the down. It's going to shake the tree. But see, this is the power of knowing the codes and knowing which way it'll really go. You may say, oh, isn't this the same thing as yesterday? You did the same thing yesterday. Well, sort of, yeah. But it won't be like that every day. You have to be able to read the code. But in a sense, I did do the same thing yesterday. We were, or let's put it this way, we were in the same type of a scenario yesterday. And then it went down. I suspect this one probably won't go down very much. It's probably just going to go. But it might come down a bit. You always want to get in them because a lot of times they'll just go. You don't want to miss them. And the stop will usually always hold when they go back down. So just get in. Anyway, you saw the action on the entry and everything, so you can see what that looks like. In the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. As this thing really starts to get moving here, give it another minute. It might. What might happen is it's just going to take off, just snap up and start going. If you miss it, you miss it. You know, it's going to keep going straight up. Just like it's already gone 200 ticks up, basically a continuation of that move for another 100 ticks, and go 300 ticks from the bottom. And that would just be just the beginning. Okay, it looks like it's going to play around up here for a little bit. So I'm going to pause the video. I'll come back, show you the... Oh, by the way, if you were just looking at the 10-minute chart, you'd see we're right next to the top. I mean, right smack next to the top, like maybe a couple pennies away. I think the top's right there. 192.99 right there. That's where the top's at. So we're right next to the top on the 10-minute chart. So once it breaks 99, that's a technical break on the 10-minute. We're also at the tip top of the daily chart with respect to this bar. We have a green bar off the bottom. We're at the tip top of that daily chart. We're at the tip top of the 10-minute chart, and we have a code to say go long. Understand the significance of where we are now? Again, I'll say that again. We're at the tip top of the daily chart on the green bar, and we're at the very top of that bar, sitting right at the top. At the 10-minute chart, we're right at the very top of it, ready to break the top, a few pennies away. And we have a code 2 that just said go long. So we are at a point where it's about any time it's going to break and it's going to go much higher. But before it does, it's going to do this little fake outs and get people to try to short here, thinking maybe they got the top or something, and it's going to take off. I'll come back and show it to you. I've seen this like, I don't know, 1,000 times. So that's how I know what it's going to do. Anyway, I'll show it to you in just a little bit. Okay, it's broken free. And it's moving up. Just like to point out that even though this is one trade a day strategy that I'm using right now, using this particular code, there are times when you can go for more than just 20 ticks. Like yesterday I went for 30. Could have got 28, but didn't quite make it. So I settled for 20. But today I'm going for 50. So I mean, there are times when you can go for more than just a normal 20. And those really help, those really pay for, they really help to get you more ahead. Today's code 2 was good for 200 ticks. It was a big code 2. Okay, so where is my exit at? Exit is sitting up there at 46. Okay, now I'm just gonna watch the code here. This thing's definitely, it's hot, it's moving. I'm gonna lock in 20 though. 96.06, it'll be 16. Let me set it up. Be 93.16. Won't set it up when it's this close. I'll let it go higher, of course. $93.16 for our yep, 20 ticks. But I should be able to get a lot more than this, so I'm just gonna wait for it to go up quite a bit before I set that. I'm also gonna watch the code to see if it gives a short entry. What am I up now? Yeah, if it gives a short entry into the next code, I'll get out. It's getting real close here now. Okay, let me take a look at the code. What's it saying? Come on, a little bit higher. Where am I at? Just at 216. I'm gonna get out at 30. 26, I'll get out. But it might rip higher here. If it does, I'll just hold it. I still don't have a entry on the code yet. It's with respect to short term. It may be coming here. May give a long entry right here. But I'll get out at 26. Let me go ahead and set it right now. Adjusting the stop to 26. Playing it tight. Or we let the computer take over. There's a good chance it will come back down right here. I'll just lock in the 30. Always remember, manage the trade. Don't let a good trade, don't let a good profit go away. Manage the trade at all times. Just like that. So there you have it. I went for 50. I only got 30, but it's still a good trade. It may go higher, and I would have wished I just would have held for the 50. It may go back down. It most likely will go higher. Most likely will go higher. But the thing is, you know, a successful trade is a successful trade. 30 ticks is 30 ticks. Always just focus in on that. Don't focus in on what you could have done or what you should have done. Just focus in on doing the best you can and making money. Don't be afraid to take the trade. Don't be afraid to take the exit. Freely get in, freely get out. Do not allow yourself to get stuck in any way, either physically or mentally or emotionally or in any way. Allow yourself to get stuck, because that is what will generally happen, is you get stuck and now you don't want to do anything at all. Well, practice freely getting in and freely getting out. But by all means, don't just freely get in. Otherwise, you're just going to lose money. You need to be freely getting in based upon a certain methodology. You should be using the code, obviously, that I teach. That's the best system that you can possibly get. So use the best system that you can possibly get, and then, make sure you know what you're doing, and then freely get in. Goes wrong, freely get out. It goes right, and you make some good profit, freely get out. Don't be afraid to get out. Matter of fact, you should be better at getting out than you are at getting in. See, anybody can get in. Anybody can go, okay, I'll buy at market. Oh, okay, I'll sell at market. Anybody can do that. But it's harder to get out, Because no matter where you get out, it's usually always a shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like for instance, it's most likely going to go up and go higher and hit my original 50 tick exit. Instead of getting out at 26, I should have got out at 46 and made an extra 20 ticks. You know, and then I'll look at it and say, oh, I should have just held. Yeah, should have just held. But let's say it does come down. Then you don't really pat yourself on the shoulder and say, oh, I got out at the good spot. You always look at the worst, the bad, then you do the good. Always stands out to you. So try not to let any of that bother you, and just simply be a professional at exiting. Or actually, you know, that's the way I used to trade all the time. Trade on the toes like that. Now I do it in a more controlled fashion with the use of a protective stop, as I just showed you. So I just come in, decide where I want to be out at, place a stop right there, let the computer take over. And then that also gave it the chance to keep going and go hit my original. Or comes back down, I get out. The problem that you find that you'll have on occasions, and all it takes is one time, is for you to second guess yourself just for a second. The thing comes down, maybe it misses your let's say I wanted to get out at 26 and all of a sudden it just dropped and it was down at 20, and then I hesitate for a second and say, oh well, you know, I wanted to get 26, and then it just keeps on going and you lose your profit. That's why having the computer take over can help, really help in those situations. But you don't have to do that. As long as you trust yourself that you will get out, you're disciplined, then do it. You can do it that way. That way you hide your stops. Anyway, I can't tell right now if this is the top or not. It is a code 1 short entry, but it may give a long entry off of code 1 here too. It looks like it's going to. Anyway, it was a successful trade. That's what you want to focus in on every day. You know, every day, just if you're doing this, employing this strategy, just take a piece of the market every day. Don't worry about what the market's doing or going to do. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's never going to change. Just always going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. Just take a little piece of profit every day. That's all you need to focus in on or care about. And then focus in on doing things in life, whatever it is you want to do, right? That's the thing. So that's why this strategy can work so well. It's easy. It doesn't take very long to do. You can make a nice profit. You just have to manage your trades. But for some of you real gamblers out there, make no mistake. You should be long, and you should be holding long for days, weeks even. This is the go signal. This is the go signal. It's 200 ticks off the bottom. You got a secondary code 2 entry to go long. This is it. I just don't want to watch it. I don't want to sit here and watch it. I want to go now and get off the computer and go do things in life, right? Instead of having to watch it. But when I was younger, by all means, I would have watched it 24 hours a day too, and watched it go all the way up. How do you think I learned all this stuff? That's because I've spent more hours watching this than most people have. So anyway, I'm going to get going. Take care out there, traders, and happy trading. And I will be back tomorrow, which is Friday, to show you a continuation of this 1 trade per day strategy, which is very, very simple, easy, and effective. Be back tomorrow.